This is the Villain Report, doing interviews with people on the street at the Portland protests. Hi, sir. What's your name?
My name's Soham. Soham.
Soham?
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
S-O-H-A-M.
Just like it sounds.
Yeah.
All right.
Not that bad.
Are you out here for the protest today?
That's right.
What did you come out for? What's your personal reason for being here?
Well, honestly, it's the first time I came out this week.
Yeah?
And, I feel bad for not coming out early. I've just been busy with work.
Yeah?
But I had some free time today. I got off work early.
All right.
I wanted to come out and...
What made you want to be a part of the protest? What is it about the protest that you wanted to come show a presence? And I'm not trying to get a right answer. I'm just trying to understand the different perspectives. What motivated you to come today?
Well, I mean, I think I share the feelings of multiple people here. I was pretty disgusted when I saw the videos last week of George Floyd.
Yeah, those videos are horrible.
And honestly, the thing that got me the most was the leadership of our country, their response to it.
All right.
The way Trump reacted was so quick to react to, violence on the streets when the protesters went out on the streets to show their outrage on the situation.
Yeah.
He has yet to make a comment on how wrong it is on what Derek Chauvin did. He has yet to comment on that. There's no direction from the leadership of our country to speak about that problem. Instead he chooses to focus on issues of violence from protesters. And he's doing things like, beating people off the street so he can go do some little media shoot in front of a church to appeal to his fan base. And I'm so frustrated, and I'm new to this. I'm not too much into politics. I'm not super involved. I would like to be. I definitely think it's my duty to get more involved, especially with the kind of leadership we have right now. I guess this is me just kind of starting that process. I don't know where I'm going to go from this, but I wanted to come see what's going on, maybe talk to some people, see how I can get involved.
I think this situation is a catalyst for a lot of people to get involved in their own ways in different aspects of politics and community and activism.
I agree.
So as far as the protests, and a lot of them have turned to riots. Some of the cities have been pretty bad riots. We had on last Friday night. It got pretty nasty out here. Yeah. What are your thoughts on all that?
If that's appropriate, is that what you're asking me?
Whatever your thoughts are. Are you for it? Are you like, fuck yeah, burn the city down? Or do you think it's not good to be doing all that crime?
I definitely don't agree with going into, let's say, like residential neighborhoods and screwing up property when there's people trying to go to work or something like that. It's one thing, like I'm looking at these chain stores and they're all boarded up.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's okay, but I guess I don't care so much about that kind of thing, like Target.
I appreciate your honesty. Sometimes it's hard, when you have an opinion that's not really politically or socially acceptable, but you're just like, yeah, I don't care.
And I don't
so thanks for being honest.
I don't think that should be the focus of the conversation anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, people are pissed off about what happened, but do you really value property more than the loss of a life?
Yeah.
I don't think the conversation should be shifted to that. That distracts from the real issue.
All right. Final question. If you had your ideal outcome after all these protests, what would you want to come out of it? What would you want to come from all of this to change or to progress? Or
I've heard a lot of activity about defunding the police, or at least reducing the funding to the police force, and I think that makes a lot of sense. There are a lot of countries, especially in Europe, where the police have done very well in controlling crime rates in non-violent methods. I think we as a country put so much emphasis on, the war on drugs and all that kind of stuff, that we just give them too much power. Plus, there are a lot of bad apples, if you will, in the police force, and I'd like to see something done about that.
Let me ask you one follow-up question then. I see a lot of signs, and I've heard other people voice the same sentiments about defunding the police.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that I have a coherent image in my head of what that means or what that would look like. What if sometimes we'll say something and we might not have imagined it out. Well, what does that look like to you? Like, what happens if the police get defunded? Like, does that mean no police?
I don't think they should have access to military-grade weapons to try and use on the public.
Yeah, I saw some articles. Yeah, I agree, man. Like, they have some police departments have, like, I wouldn't call them tanks, but they're pretty close to tanks, like little amphibious vehicles that have tank treads, and they could pretty much just bulldoze through a building.
Right.
That's questionable.
Yeah, they've got. I read something about, like, there was a car in Portland that had like some sort of sonic weapon or something like that.
There was a bunch of things going around yesterday online that people were saying that the police were going to use sonic weapons yesterday, and everybody was bringing earplugs.
Right.
And I thought it sounded crazy, but I still brought earplugs yesterday. But I talked to the police yesterday about that, and they said that they think that it was just something, like an idea got out of hand, because some of the loudspeakers on top of the police trucks that they've been announcing to the citizens their intentions and their orders, I think they were saying that people thought that those were something they weren't. I don't know. It got spun out. I was there all night last night. I did not get blasted by any sonic sound waves or anything, and the police flat out denied that that was true. So as long as they're telling the truth. Anyways.
Yeah, but so the other thing. So I've seen pictures of, cops kneeling down with protesters. But then I hear 5 minutes later they're shooting rubber bullets at people trying to clear out the crowd. I don't know. I don't think that's cool. It would be. I think I'd like to see less use of weapons, less use of force from the police force in general.
Yeah.
And the thing about black people being treated differently when it comes to cops versus white people.
Yeah.
That's not going to be fixed overnight.
Yeah.
I know that. But I don't know what the right answer is. I don't know how to.
I don't know either, man. That's part of what I'm doing, is just trying to get a whole bunch of different perspectives and see what different people are thinking.
But I think a good starting point is identifying cops in the system with a history of violence against people of color, maybe more complaints of that nature, and possibly just replacing them from the force. You're not allowed to be on the police force if you have that kind of a history.
I think almost the whole country is in agreement that we need to find police that have been committing acts of police brutality and get them out of there.
Yeah.
All right, man. I really thank you for the interview.